What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Errol the Truth Spence. Get this. Errol Spence confirms his plan to get the Terence Crawford rematch, okay? And this is what Errol said. He said, it looks like Fundora probably in November or January. Then we are going to line it back up with Terence Crawford. And let me counterpunch. I think that's smart if he can get past the big, tall, 6'6" Fundora. That would be good. That's if he's not banged up enough and then he has to heal and therefore he has to take time. And I do understand that because Fundora is not coming into play. He's not coming in to tip dance or to tap, tiptoe or any of that tap dance. No, he's in there to throw those bows. And they're sharp and they're long and they're relentless and they will come all night long. You better ask Tim Tszyu about that in his gushing face. I think if anything, man, if anything at all, you're looking at Errol Spence contractually is bound with Terence Crawford. So I think if they're going to do it, they should do it at 154. I think that's what's how that's going to happen anyway. I don't know how the A-side shit goes because we haven't seen Errol Spence since he got his ass whooped. We don't know his true credibility no more. We don't know how much Al Heyman is willing to put up for another fight that he didn't want in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not really sure on that, I just know they have a contract. That's the only thing that I can mention, But if Errol Spence is planning to take on Terence Crawford again, he has to have some big cojones because by that time, and Terence Crawford stays undefeated, he's already taken and slayed another giant at another weight class. 135, 140, 147, then 154. So we'll see if he belongs there, if he belongs at campaigning there. But I think him taking that fight and him wanting it, I think I look very highly at Errol Spence because that's an ass whooping that you could possibly take again, and it may not be anything that you thought it was. It might not have been your trainer. It might not have been how you trained. It might not have been anything. It's just the technique, the style. Terence Crawford was more prepared. I think he was just overall better fighter. I always have thought that, so it is what it is. But for Errol Spence planning to line it back up, you got to give the man credit because to take an ass whooping like that and still say, okay, let me take some time off and let me get right back at you, shows a lot about a guy. Okay. And Errol Spence has been laying low for a long time. But I think if anything, man, Errol Spence should do this. You guys tell me what you think about Errol Spence wanting to run it back, wanting to exercise that rematch clause now of all times. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.